March 11th, we'll be bringing you some wrestling here on Southbridge Channel 11, and well, that's when the wrestling itself will be taped. And maybe we'll see Dallas Mall in there.
Maybe, you know, I mean, he might be something for the, you know, WWF or one of those things. I'm not a big wrestling buff, but
Alan Reed couldn't get it. Mall trying to draw a foul. I don't see anybody even touch him. Carmona puts it in.
And he's beginning to be quite the crybaby. He walks right over to the officials and he questions every call that they make now.
And I don't think that's going to exactly give him any more luck than anything. May see him draw a couple more fouls.
No, Southbridge, it's nice to run and everything, but you got to be able to finish it off, and they need to take a little more patience, a little more time off the clock if they can with this 3-point lead that they have.
Mall with the ball. Oh, that looked like a travel.
And an offensive foul, but neither one were called.
Alan Reed puts it up. Nice move by Alan Reed. Are you kidding me? Alan Reed.
Alan Reed is probably the best finisher in high school basketball in Central Mass. Unequivocally the best I've seen in years. When he gets to the basket and he's able to lay the ball in, he finishes it and gets 2 points. How he has body control over his arms and his legs, it's phenomenal. It's great to see.
And he can do it all. He can take the jumpers, he can lay them up, and he can obviously nail the three-pointers.
He's an all-around player right now, and is only going to get better because he's going to play AAU again this summer. Works on his game year-round, which shows from the time he was a little youngster until now.
And he's a junior, so he'll be back next year. Alan Reed with the ball, and he lays it out. And Southbridge is up 47-40. What a game this has been.
Oh, this is a great game. This is it at its best. You can't get better than this.
There were many that thought Southbridge wouldn't get past the first round. They did. And there were many who thought they had no chance in this one.
Well, Southbridge trying to give Algonquin a taste of their own medicine. And a great move by Alan Reed. And a basket count.
Alan is pumped. Southbridge High basketball players are pumped, and the fans are pumped.
Coach is on the bench trying to exhort the fans to get into this game.
Algonquin calls a timeout.
Algonquin at this point has to be stunned. They expected to come in here and walk to the finals and be in the finals without a doubt. Looking at Southbridge, how small they were, but you never underestimate Southbridge in their heart or their coach.
Southbridge last time out was 8:16 on the clock. There's now 6:25 at that time. Southbridge was up 41-40. They had just taken the lead after David Burrs scored a second consecutive basket. They now lead at 49-42. And they're really out gunning on these guys here. And
one of two things is happening. Either Algonquin hasn't been in this position very often, but they've lost 3 games this year, or they're starting to get tired. Southbridge is starting to wear them down with all the pressure and all the quickness on the Southbridge side.
Quite the atmosphere here. And if Southbridge is to win this one, just imagine the atmosphere. Finals, Oxford, Southbridge. Can you believe it?
You don't look forward to the finals until you get past this round. They got a 7-point lead right now. Allen can make it 8. You know, this is something that you have to take it 1 minute, 1/2 second at a time. This is something you strive for all year, but you have to make sure that you don't get caught looking ahead. They'll kill you.
The short fuse that Maul has shown here tonight, if Southbridge continues to pile on to the lead here, you think he's going to end up getting some flagrant fouls? Carmona with a big block. Gets it over to Noel Velez. Velez coming down court. Velez gives it over to David Burrs, over to Eric Rosario. Rosario trying to get over to Burrs, taken away by Algonquin.
Unfortunately, I think that's a case right there of the height.
Carmona with the block. Goes to Alan Reed. Reed coming down court. Slows things up a little bit here. Good job by Alan. Gets it over. Noel Velez, a shot blocked. Maul with the rebound.
Right there in the play before with Eric Rosario, that's a case where the height actually hurt him. He had 2 guys on him. They were much bigger than him. He got trapped and wasn't able to get out of it.
42-50, your score, 5:41 on the clock.
That's the fourth foul on Noel Velez, so they have to be careful.
Quite a game.
And Noel Velez is guarding Dallas Mall, so he has to be extremely careful because Dallas Mall probably looked up at the scoreboard, saw that, is going to take it right to him.
Try to instigate another foul. This one missing. Carmona with the rebound. Tries getting it over to Velez. Nice job by Noel to regain control. Velez over to Burris. Burris lays it in.
Southbridge by 10.
52-42. Chant of defense from the Southbridge High fans.
Right now, Southbridge is playing the perfect basketball game. They're making every shot. They're making every opportunity, and Algonquin is not making every shot.
Foul on the play. Chance to make this a three-point play. There you see Dallas Mall in there with his teammates. Inspiring which kind of double team clothesline they could come up with, or
good guy, and
44-52, 4:57 on the clock. Chance for a three-point play. Carmona comes down with it. Mall took it away and laid it in.
Again, no foul called underneath. You know, he didn't take it away cleanly, I'm sure.
Velez with the ball. Southbridge up by 6.
Dallas Mall, every time somebody goes near him, he falls down.
Velez puts it up. Missing. Rosario takes it away. This is looking a lot like the Auburn-Oxford game when we got here.
Yeah.
It was just about the same amount of time, about the same amount of score, too. This could come down right to the wire.
Southbridge needs to be patient.
Shot by Reed, nails it! Alan Reed, unbelievable ball game for Alan Reed.
Alan Reed just looks at his opponent and smiles. That's all he needs to do. He doesn't do any talking other than the fact that he just shoots the ball and makes it.
And Mall lays it up.
Well, Dallas Mall is the guy that they're going to be going to Algonquin every single time down the floor, so they got to keep a close eye on him.
Reed with the ball. Mall all over Carmona. Unbelievable. Mall had, you could see Carmona's shirt in his hands.
You know, if I was an unbiased announcer, I'd probably say that Dallas Mall should probably get a cup and some pencils because he's out there on the street corner begging on every call.
Mall for 3. Sunk it. Just over 3 minutes to go. 56-51.
Southbridge needs to maintain their composure, get good shots, and if they make them, they'll be all right. If they match Algonquin basket for basket.
Carmona with the ball to Velez. Alan Reed wide open. Gets it to David. Burris.
Nice move! What an inside player he is.
David Burris with 10 points
That
in
also
the
looked
half.
like a violation by Algonquin. He looked like he stepped in before he passed the ball in, but not called as usual.
Mall for 3 once again. And misses this one.
Fouls on Eric Rosario. Just got in poor position to rebound and was, they were able to go over his back. Or he was over their back, excuse me. But you can't blame Eric. He's trying to give it everything he can.
Reggie Devon back in. Rosario gets a break. 58-51. Southbridge with the lead. Bounces off. The long pass to Reed. Reed, nice save. No.
How could he tell he was out of position? He was way out of position. He could not tell that ball was out of bounds. That's a terrible call.
Southbridge fans disagree.
Get in position. That's a terrible call.
58-51. Southbridge with the lead. Take it away.
All right, slow it up, slow it up.
Gets it over to Velez. Hits
Good
it.
job, good job.
Velez.
Recognition by Allen to see the man break it free to the basket.
And another Algonquin timeout. The Southbridge fans are rowdy. They're here to play, and the Pioneers lead at 60-51. 1:57 on the clock. 9-point difference. Southbridge with the lead.
2 minutes to play in the game. Southbridge needs to maintain the composure, and they need to also protect the basketball. They can't turn it over. They have to get hands in the three-point shooters' faces, and especially they can't foul. Don't foul anybody.
Motion's running high here. Pioneers up by 9. Minute 57 on the clock. Phenomenal half. Abel Carmona with 9 points in the half. He's got 24 in the ball game. Reggie Devon's got 4 in the half. David Burris with 10 in the half. Allen's got 11 in the half. Just a great game for the Southbridge Pioneers. This is easily the best game we've had all year.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and I want to thank J.R. Rosa for giving up his evening plans to come and cover this. This has been a great pleasure to cover.
$25 ticket he had to give up for this, but it's well worth it. The Southbridge fans getting rowdy. 9-point ball game. 1:57 on the clock.
Look for Algonquin to look right to Maul for the three-pointer, the basket, or any kind of shot. He'll try to get off the three-pointer if he can.
David Burst with the ball. Gets it to Velez. Watch for Maul to draw a foul.
That's his third. It couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I'm starting to sound a little bit like Tommy Heinsohn, but I'm sorry.
Now, as announcers, you try not to get into the ball game as emotionally or anything like that.
I understand that, but I'll tell you
with this game, the way that Dallas Mall particularly has been treating everybody, from the players to the coaches to the officials, the way he's been acting.
He deserves everything he's gotten so far.
Minus the points. As far as I'm concerned. 1:32 on the clock. Southbridge up 60-51. If they can hold on, they'll advance in the clock tournament to the finals against the Oxford Pirates.
Shooting 1-1 now. This is where free throw shooting is going to come in. Velez at the foul line. Noel Velez on the year is a 41% free throw shooter. So
Velez and Reed were discussing game plan right there. Burris is back just in case. And
he gets the wall. Nice soft, kind rims here at the Nellis Center at Clark University. A 10-point lead with 1:32 to go.
Chance to make it 11.
And a prime example as to why he's a 41% free throw shooter.
Southbridge bench trying to get the fans up here again. Less than 90 seconds on the clock. Maul with the ball. Driving. Shot taken, bounces off.
Push off by Maul underneath on Carmona. It wasn't called.
Shot taken again, missing. Maul shoots, it's in. 1:04 on the clock. Southbridge up by 10. Velez to Burris. Burris tried putting it up, and it looks like he was fouled. Maul looking for lots of travel. He's still pedaling out there.
He's doing a disco dance, one of the two. I think it's probably the disco dance with his mentality.
Making a little love, make a little love, do a little dance, get down tonight.
John Travolta, he's not.
53-61.
8-point lead with 57 seconds left.
Burris' first shot sinks it. David Burris, one of the nicest guys you'll meet.
Great kid, great young man.
And he's having a great game here.
I had the pleasure of coaching him when he was a 7th grader.
Currently a sophomore. David with 12 points in the half. Southbridge up by 10. Dallas Morrow looking for 3 points. Sinks it.
Southbridge needs to take their time, run the shot clock down, get a good shot.
Reed to Carmona.
Try to draw a foul. That's 4 on Maul.
That was
his 4th foul.
That was the gentlest foul you've seen him from all tonight.
Which is definitely going to take some. He can't foul again. Now he's out of the game. He's their go-to guy with 37.6 foot. That's his 5th foul. Excuse me. He's now out of the game.
Shucks.
The scoreboard a little slow in putting up the 5th foul.
37.6 seconds on the clock.
I would say Algonquin is definitely in trouble. Their go-to guy on the bench, their mouth on the bench.
63-56. Carmona. The nail in the coffin. Chance to add one more up there. 64-56, 65-56. And ladies and gentlemen, the Southbridge High School Pioneers are just 30 seconds away from going to the finals, if they can hold on. And the foul.
Chant of "It's all over" by the Southbridge fans.
Getting louder and louder. 65-58. 26.3 seconds on the clock. Last year's team, 17-0, ousted in the first round of both the Clark and districts this year.
I told you at the beginning of the year, this is a different team, different chemistry. They had all the experience in the world last year, but unfortunately they had a couple bad breaks in the Clark tournament last year. They ran into a buzzsaw in Algonquin last year in the district tournament. But I'll tell you, this team has more heart than any team I've ever seen.
And tonight the heart is showing through. Southbridge High Pioneers, 20 seconds. Carmona with the steal, gets it to Reed, back to Carmona.
Shot clock is off.
And the foul on Carmona. 20 seconds even on the clock. Southbridge up 66-58.
Algonquin right now is stunned. They don't know what to do or say. They threw the ball away just because they didn't know what to do. They're stunned. They thought this was going to be a cakewalk over a smaller, inferior Southbridge team, and Southbridge came in here and taught them a lesson.
Carmona lays in another one. He's had a great game tonight, Abel Carmona. He didn't get much credit for the last game because he only scored 19 points. Only scored 19 points. But Alan Reed had 31 in that game, so it was nothing, and he's now 141 away.
141 away from the all-time leading scorers in Southbridge history.
Would that tie him or give him the lead?
That would tie him. He'd need 142 to take the lead. But if he could get close, that means Southbridge is deep into the district tournament.
And Carmona stands there with the ball. And it's all over. Southbridge High School wins
This is a huge, huge upset. The 4th seed taking out the number 1 seed.
Southbridge High School 68-58.
And also brings up a rematch of the Auburn-Oxford.
Back. We had a little bit of technical problems right there with the crowd as they were exiting, but great game tonight. You guys trailing at the half 30-26, came back, ended up winning 68-58. For a minute there it looked like the Auburn-Oxford game coming down to the end there. Fortunately no fights after our game though.
I know.
But you guys advanced.
Yeah, the kids played great. You know, we were down the whole game, and to be down against a quality team like Algonquin, to come back, tie it, go ahead, and not look back is just tremendous. Just a tremendous credit to these boys who just don't give up. They got a lot of heart, and I can't say enough about them.
You already played both Auburn and Oxford. Did you have a team coming into tonight that if you were able to make it past Algonquin, you would have rather faced Auburn or Oxford?
No, either one is. You know, we're just happy to make it to the finals. You know, we come here to win this, and tomorrow, no matter who the opponent is, we're going to give it our best and go from there.
Big game, very draining game, I'm sure. But the only problem is you got to come back and do it again tomorrow night, and it's going to be even a more exciting atmosphere here tonight, tomorrow night rather.
I think so.
So, what's your game plan for tomorrow? Do you have one yet?
Not really. We're gonna practice tomorrow at 12 and go over the scouting report. You know, Auburn and Oxford had a pretty emotional game too, so they're gonna be in the same boat. Oxford's gonna be in the same boat that we are. So we look for a pretty evenly matched game tomorrow night.
All right, in the first round, it was Allen. That was the hero of the team, 31 points. Abel scored 19 in that game, and tonight, Abel had 24, Allen had 14, David Burris had 12. Great game all around from all the players.
I mean, it just seems like someone different every game steps up and contributes for us, and that's what a team's all about. And this team, it's all about winning. It's not about individualism, and again, I can't say enough about them and how proud I am of them.
All right, Coach, and congratulations on the game.
Thanks.
And we'll be right back with some more interviews if we can get some. If not, then we're going to be seeing you the next time around. Well, we couldn't snag any ball players, so we took the next best thing. Chris Gerard of the Southbridge Evening News covering tonight's game. Quite the game.
Yeah, it was a great game, great comeback. Like Coach Manzi said, this team has an incredible amount of heart, and that's what brought them through tonight.
Now, Southbridge last year 17-0 went into the districts, and the Clarks ousted first round both times. This year coming 14-3. They experienced the loss already, so they can handle it, and they end up winning both in the first round and now in the semis.
Right, now they'll go on to the finals tomorrow night. Big game, could make school history, could be the first team in Southbridge history to win the Clark tournament. That would be a great accomplishment for these kids, but it's not the end of the season either way because they still have districts to come.
Now, Southbridge Oxford, it's not one of the historic rivals as in Southbridge Brattley or Southbridge Tantascwa, but as of in the last couple of years, it's become quite the bitter rivalry between the two teams, especially in basketball.
Absolutely, there's some heat between these two teams in any sport, and it's going to be a good game on the court. Southbridge did lose to them the first time around, but it's a different time of the year. Southbridge is a much improved team from back then, and it's going to be another close ball game.
If we force you to make the choice,
I got to say Southbridge. Southbridge in like a last-second shot. It's going to be close.
trying to keep your job. Okay. Anyways, so that wraps it up here from the Nellick Center here in Worcester, Clark University, 61st annual tournament. Southbridge wins it over the Algonquin Regional Tomahawks, and we'll see you the next time around.